So I know I mentioned this, but for some reason, when you're in like the Nintendo Switch Online game selection menu and you're using one of the like special controllers, there are different sound effects for when you're scrolling through the games. That's kind of a neat feature, Freg. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. Let's go gamble. Do we actually need any more money? I might need like $100 for the next dungeon if there's another guy that sells more bombs, but I'm not sure if that's in the next dungeon that we're going to. Of course, I could always do the dungeons out of order, Freg, and sell Vala. Karma, look with your special eyes. My brand, let's do one gambling. Look, there's enough of us here that we can choose what direction we want to go in. Left, right, or middle, everybody. Last night we streamed for like 2 hours. We did one dungeon. Although we did make some progress. We got, the blue ring. We got a bunch of hearts. I am here, says AzzyBoom65. Side order, what's going on? Are your eyes feeling better? Oh, yeah. They were feeling awful 2 days ago, and they were feeling like okay yesterday. No problems today. Alright, left, right, or middle, everybody. My package took a trip to Washington that it didn't need to do. That sounds fun. It's my brother's birthday today, says Jonas H. Hey, happy birthday, Brother H. Yo, multiple votes for left? That's alright. That's alright. We only lost 10. You know what? Let's cut our losses and do something else. So yeah, what did we get? What did we get last stream? The letter. The meat. We bought arrows. We increased our maximum bombs. We upgraded our boomerang. We got le croissant that you can see at the top of my inventory. The power bracelet. We also got, yeah, all those items at the top of the inventory. We got those last night. So the power bracelet allows us to take teleportation roads. It allows us to fast travel, basically. Blue ring makes us white, and we take half damage because we have white pajamas now. We have a manga that doesn't do anything yet, and then a raft. Oh yeah. We got ourselves a raft. So now we can go to level 5 if we would like. Let's see. Yo, it's the myth, the legend, the one Zelda. Yo, Oakley the Needle, welcome. Hey, like it says in the chat, everybody. I'm gonna try something different today. If we get any donations, I'm gonna do dumbbell rows, which are like, you kind of pull like this. You'll see them, hopefully. But let's reset that reps counter. And, once again, if we get any donations that are greater than $20, $20 or greater, I will drop all of my bombs. Hey KJ, could you say this for my holiday montage? Happy holidays from KarmaJolt? Alright, is that all you need? Side order? I'll do it. Are you gonna do any editing? What's this for? I'll give you a good one. I want to give you my best, but I need to know what it's for. Alright. Side order, ready for this? Are you just gonna cut up the footage? Advert for shorts. Happy holidays from KarmaJolt. Alright, but edit it to make it look like I didn't do that manually. And that my glasses just magically changed. Advert for shorts, I'll send you a copy. Hell yeah! You got it! Gaming since the 80s. How you doing? It's for AI, so we can fake KJ. Nobody can fake KarmaJolt. People have tried. Sucks that I have to turn on all messages because it automatically makes it see top messages. Yeah, AzzyBoom65, I don't know what that's about. Like, as if Well, I guess maybe that's a tool that is best used for bigger channels. But yeah, when you hop into the chat, and the same goes for me, I have to change it from top messages to all messages so that I can see all of the messages in the chat. If I had like a ton of people watching and chat was like really popping off, perhaps it would be better if we got some sort of filter on that. What did this person say? Hello, my friend, how are you? Can anyone read that name in the chat? Or is that my friend Hide? I always ask that. Meet the old man at the grave. Yeah, that's right. I'll meet him at his grave. Is this Wind Waker? Firefly, yeah, look. Ooh, I woke the wind. Actually, I did not want to. I did not want to travel just yet. Because I was pretty much exactly where I wanted to be. Oh yeah, and we got ourselves a big shield. KJ, do you remember what I've told you about Ganon and the Flute? Yes, gaming since the 80s, and I have no idea what you meant by it. You got one of the most entertaining lives I've seen in a while. I love your channel, says MD Mixes. Hey, thank you. You mean live streams, right? You've got one of the most entertaining lives I've ever seen. Oh yeah. My life? Kind of a mess. Does it usually change colors when you leave the room? Yeah, so in, this is Dungeon 2, and you reveal it by using the whistle. But if you reveal the staircase for the dungeon and then exit the screen, you can see the water filling back up in the pond as you leave. I never realized that. I guess they gotta put it back. For the next guy, for the next adventurer. Nice music. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. How many dungeons do you have? Firefly, we've done the first 4. Yeah, I guess we got 4 to go, and then before the Fungeon, that is. Merry Christmas Eve, 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 Oakley, says Freg. Hell yeah. I'm glad a lot of you are like friends in the chat, you know, that's kind of cool. That's cool that we've built this community. Bah. Take that, Zola. I'm pretty sure the instruction manual calls him Zola in this game. Before it was changed to Zora. It's incredible. I was thinking about you. Nick the Frenchie, it is kind of incredible. Hey, now that we have the raft, we can go from the dock to slightly across the dock. Why does he wiggle when he's on the raft? Is that him paddling with his hands? Together as a community, we are strong. MB mixes, and don't forget that even individually, we are great. Are you reading my mind? I am now, Nick the Frenchie, now that you're putting your thoughts into the chat. Dendon Tucker, what's going on? Excuse me. Hello, KarmaJolt. Rainbow of hearts in the chat. Are you telepathetic? I am. Telepathic? Almost Christmas in Japan. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What's everyone doing for Christmas? It's cool that Nintendo reused the whistle sound for Mario 3, yes. And for Ocarina of Time, right? The opening theme is kind of the same as this this recorder. I'm about to get bopped. No, I'm not. I dodged the traps. So I don't remember if this level has any like really tricky traps. Let's see what we can see before we start using bombs and keys. Ah, the likes. These guys have a ton of HP. But if they touch you, they will eat you and attempt to swallow your shield. They don't fully take your shield, but if you have the magical shield, which I do now, they will transform it. Essentially, they eat your shield, and they transform it back into the small shield. Let me small your shield is basically what they're like. $5 for that. Let's go. Christmas with my family as well, says Nick the Frenchie. Yeah, I'm excited to see my brothers. For the love of gaming. MB mixes, I missed what we were talking about, but we do love the love of gaming. Oops. Forgot I didn't have my boomerang. Pretty sure you get the bow in this level. The bow. Did anyone ever see that show? That anime? A 2! Ooh, yeah, so in the first episode, the dungeons, the layout of the dungeons looked like the letters A, E, and L, I want to say, which obviously spells ale. It's because they love beer in this universe. Ooh, there are blue whiz robes, and I can't use my sword. Ouch, that hurt. I'm getting wrecked here. I might need to get out of here and use the, and find myself some medicine. That was, like, really bad. I don't know why I did it like that. That's okay, we weren't too far into the dungeon. Maybe I should use some of this money to get me, some juice. Oh wow, this fake gamer with his fake sunglasses and his fake studio and his fake game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Nicholas D. Now that I'm posting more shorts where I call Link Zelda, I am getting so many hate comments. Z-E-L and D so far. No, Freg. So actually, this will be all of the letters of Zelda. But yeah, level 1, I think, was an E. Level 2 was an A. And level 3 was an L. I think it was in that order. It's funny, because they're getting mad over nothing. Yeah, and then I definitely had one guy being like, this guy's wearing women's sunglasses. Like, bro, you've never heard of, like, doing what you want to do? No, you can't wear women's sunglasses because those are for women, and that was decided by someone who I will just follow. I don't understand why people are like that. I really don't. Can't you get the magical sword now? I don't know. People were telling me that I couldn't. Pask, let's go try it. You need one more? Oakley, I think it's worth confirming. I always thought it was 3 hearts on the top row. Let's see. Where... Actually, wait, what is the best place to go? It's at the little arrow thing. Yes, I understand that. Yeah, you know what? I think I could have gone to the right and then taken one of the shortcuts. But yeah, let's go confirm. 4 hearts on top row? Are we sure about that, Bit Goblin? Might as well look. Look, I mean, I'm not under any pressure to finish this game fast, so. Oh my gosh, Nicholas D with the cool 20 Swedish krona saying, so you don't have to get a job. Hey, thank you so much. 69 views on the stream so far, and Nicholas D donated a cool 20 Swedish krona. Everyone put the D's in the chat. Yeah, Google says 12 hearts. Sorry if I wasted time. Yo, Pask, I love wasting time. Okay. Should we trust Google, everyone? I can do this dungeon. I know I just got whooped by a bunch of whiz robes. let's go try it. Alright, I bought some medicine. You know what? I only have 30 bucks. Should we gamble? Let's gamble before we go into the dungeon, everyone. Left, middle, or right? Let's play a money-making game. Wait, I can't count. Sirefly, but you can pick left, right, or middle. Left, right. No one can stop KarmaJolt and the Joltings. Yeah, I'm basically indoor lightning Azzyboom65. Alright, multiple votes for right. Left was right. Nick DeFrenchie with a cool €2 saying, but he is working though. Yeah, Nick DeFrenchie, there was somebody who showed up to stream last night with a very weird username. Who basically just said, like, get a job, you lazy a-hole. I'm censoring it. And then he left. But yo, Nick DeFrenchie, thank you so much for the cool €2. Hey, everyone put a croissant in the chat for Nick DeFrenchie like I have in the upper right of my inventory. Nick DeFrenchie, do you see this? I picked up a croissant. Let me explain it again. During the final fight, if you use the flute, it will reset the starting point of Ganon. So he won't be able to teleport and is basically paralyzed. In other words, the flute has another purpose besides teleporting you. Okay, so gaming since the 80s. In other words, whenever I use the flute in the final battle against Ganon, then he will go back to the middle of the screen and I can just stab him there. For those who don't know, the final battle, or the fattle in this game, is against an invisible Ganon who teleports around the screen. Oh my gosh. Nicholas D with the cool 20 Swedish krona saying, working hard or hardly working. Nicholas D, depends on whether you pick left, middle, or right. Thank you so much for another 20 Swedish. Put the D's and the croissant in the chat. Okay, gaming since the 80s. I will try that. Hey, howdy. I need re-motivation. Genevieve, are you trying to do some chores around the house? Everyone put some sort of motivation in the chat for Genevieve B. And then pick left, right, or middle. I choose right again. This guy's always choosing right. Oh my gosh. Right was right. Nicholas D? You're about to get a supercut. D croissant, says Rithella. Dagger. With the music notes in the chat. You think this guy's ever heard music in his life? He was like, what was that? What the hell was that? Holy cow. Anyway, give me some money. 2 for 2 on the donation guesses. Yeah, Nicholas D. Middle? Well done. Okay. That's a pretty good chunk of cash right there. We started with 30. There's a way to tell what to pick by what flame flickers first. Okay, BitGoblin, why are people saying that? Because I tried to see which flame flickers first. I slowed my video down to 25%. Could not tell. Nick DeFrenchie with the cool €2 saying, some people do both. I have a job, but don't much. I didn't do much at my last job either. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie, thank you so much for the cool €2. Everyone put another croissant in the chat. Yeah, it's from a guy called Cardog Tunes that makes Nintendo joke shorts. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I think I've seen some of that guy's shorts, and he's like, oh, there's a bottomless pit in Super Mario Bros. That, like, if you fall down it, you'll fall forever. And I'm like, okay, this is obviously a joke. I gotta watch the short again, I guess. Hey, Karma, just saw your short on the ghosts. Yeah, the one where we talk about Ghost in the Graveyard. Oh my gosh, it's so convenient to have a shield that blocks the fireballs. Well, it doesn't block the traps. He notes that these are rumors. Yeah, no, Freg, I think that guy just completely fabricates those for a joke. That's what that is. Oh, this stinks. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to be in a room full of likes if you can't shoot your sword. Excuse me. All right, let's light up the room just like you do with your smile. Oh, it's way okay, so those guys are way less of a threat when you have the Master Sword. Oh boy. I don't need to kill these guys. Let's get out of here. The door is open. I did not need to fight those guys last time I came into this room. Holy cow. I'm probably gonna peace out of here, too. Shoot your short, exactly, Nick DeFrenchie. Oh, I love when the big blobby guys are in a dark room because you can only see their eyes. But you can tell it's them because they kind of flicker when you shoot them like that, or when you shoot them with your sword. Sorry, stab them. But I have tried the systematic way of picking it, and it does 100% work for a money-making game. Oh, Big Goblin, so there is a way to do it? Have you ever played The Binding of Isaac, says Simplay5. You know, I bought that game on Steam a long time ago. Never played it. But I heard it was great. Azzyboom says, I got paid $100 and got fired the next day. Y'all have jobs? I got fired from my last job because the bucket was short of donations. I was on my 5th day of working. The bucket? Wait, what? That sounds whack. Did you know that Nintendo got rid of anything religion-related signs or music? Oh yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, gaming since the 80s. Wait, I was talking to Liam. Did you motivate me? Genevieve B? Yeah, I was trying to get people in the chat. You sent me the before pic of your room. Before you clean it? Alright, Genevieve B, what would motivate you to clean your room? If people gave you a deadline, would that be good or bad? I don't need to fight these enemies. Yeah, there are a lot of rooms that you just don't actually need to fight anyone in, and you can just leave. So maybe I should have been doing that earlier. Ooh, it's a manhandler, everyone. Ooh, the one bomb kill. Let's go. And before I pick up these bombs, let's drop some bombs on the wall. Well, I tried. Maybe she wants you to come over, KarmaJolt. I wish, Nick DeFrenchie. Be sure to bring Burger King. Oh my gosh. You're close to the end. Pretty sure it's a Gleeok. Oakley the Needle? Pretty sure you're a Gleeok. It'd be so cool to have KarmaJolt over for Christmas. Whoa! The one bat to rule them all. My brother just bought me Adventure Island 2, Super Mario Bros. 2, and Final Fantasy for the NES. Very happy about that. Like actual NES cartridges? That's cool. Simplay5. You a collector? I never played any of the Adventure Island games. Ah, the bat. Then just go. No, Nick DeFrenchie would not do that without consent. Maybe certain people would appreciate that, but... Do I get anything for killing these dudes? I think that enemy's name is Vire. When are we playing Chrono Trigger? James Milholland. I kind of want to replay it soon. It's been years. Alright, can I do this guy without using my my medicine? So, like, I've seen a lot of people like to fight this guy from the side. I'm not sure if you can block his fireballs with a magical shield. But also, apparently, this guy's hitboxes skew a little bit to the right. Yeah, so, like, sometimes it looks like you don't hit him. But you really do. Okay, well, we got the Triforce. Life is not a 90s movie where you just show up with a boombox. Yeah, Nicholas D. Nobody has boomboxes anymore. Nice work, says James M. Hey, appreciate you. I have to go back in there to find the treasure, though. Pop, 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 pop. Why do his footsteps make sound only when he's entering a room like that? Maybe it's because there's like a tunnel and the sound reverberates in there. Sammy the Tanuki. No escape, only Gleeok. Did you know I might get a date for Christmas? Nick DeFrenchie? Good for you. Just the acknowledgement is good enough. Hey, everyone put the puppy dogs in the chat for Genevieve B and a you can do it. Am I immune to the... Yeah, okay. When you have the clock, or the stopwatch, some people call it, you are still immune to the enemies that can move and the fireballs that get shot at you. Wish we played something like this on the PS1, says Nicholas D, with the cool 20 Swedish krona. Oh my gosh. Everyone put the D in the chat for Nicholas D. Damn. This is bad. Because I'm gonna need to find a key somewhere in this dungeon, which means I'm gonna have to fight Wizrobes, I think. Or I can buy one. Yeah, I don't need to fight these guys. And they don't drop anything, so I can't get my hearts back or anything like that. Hey, Nicholas D, thank you so much. Let me add that to the to-go counter before I forget. We've got 10 dumbbell rows to do, which is an exercise that I don't usually do. So I had trouble determining whether I should do double reps or not. Yeah, I used to collect, but it was a very expensive hobby, so I had to stop. Relatable. My Mario Maker 2 is working now again, thanks. Hey, Jeff, I'm glad I could help. Somehow. I realize this is more of a comment for a staff meeting on Discord. But I'd like you to try the 3rd and 4th quest on SNES. Oh, I think I heard something about that. Is that one of those Satellaview things? Zombie Ryushu? Oh, probably have to come from the... Yeah, I can't go down that way. I'm guessing I can't bomb to the left either. This room... If this room gives me a key, that's dangerous, but I have to try. Shoot. My sword got disabled. And I think the only other thing that can hurt the Wizrobes here are bombs. Or possibly the hilt of the wand. Which we don't have yet. Oh my gosh, did you... Okay, actually taking damage from that... Or getting bumped by that blue bubble was pro there. Because I had iframes while that blue Wizrobe was shooting me. I hate that this room spawns you with blocks blocking you and traps to your sides, to your left and right. Been watching you for a while, by the way, but I never really joined any streams, and I really enjoy your content. The glasses gag is very funny. Hey, thank you so much. Simplayfied. I like that name. That's neat. Okay, no keys. No keys from these guys. Shoot, yeah, I need to find a key somewhere. Let's try to farm a heart or two. Or some money, that's fine. There we go. No, I got the joke. Yeah, Karma. When are we gonna have a staff meeting? I expect paid overtime, 1-hour lunches, and fresh donuts every morning. That sounds sick. Nick, easy boy, says Genevieve B. Yeah, you listen to the master girl, who is also a puppy. Am I expected to have the stepladder at this point? Oh no, I gotta come from the top. Okay, so... Oh shoot. There goes my shield. I should have been paying attention. That's okay, we have the money to buy a new one. There's no reason for me to kill these enemies. Why am I doing this? Alright, that's really dangerous that I lost my shield there. That's okay, we'll buy another, and then we'll gamble for more money. Okay, so this is one of those rooms where one of the enemies is like the master enemy, is the master bat. Don't mispronounce that. And if you kill him, the rest of the bats die. Aces, welcome. Never asked you this, but is there a game that you would really like to play but don't have time for anymore? For me, it's JRPGs or Western RPGs that took like 100 to 200 hours to finish. It'd be cool if I had like a community of friends that lived near me that I could play Smash Bros. Or Soul Calibur 2 with. You know what? That's my answer. And I feel like that's a pretty good one. When I lived in New Orleans, like, I lived in an apartment complex where my college friends lived, like, around the corner. And up the stairs. But we all played Smash Bros. We all played Project M, as a matter of fact. Really? So, like, I just need a key that I cannot get in this dungeon, huh? There's no way. There's no way you do this. Do I need to go out and buy a key? Stepladder's in level 6. But in order to complete level 6, do I not need the bow, which I think is the treasure of this dungeon? These guys all respawned. This is brutal. Now not only do I need to buy a key, but I need to buy a shield again. Like, you see where the key is. But there's no way for me to get that without the stepladder. You can't boomerang that, can you? Nope. Grimburn, what's going on? Have you tried left of the first room yet? No, because that requires a key, and I don't have any. Good thing I had that clock. But yes, welcome. Bet you miss Oracle games and their tone change. Yeah, when you tap on a hollow wall to see if you can bomb it open. Nope. Dang. Maybe I could try going to the left. I don't know. Very occasionally, by the way, if you're moving while you stab your sword, you can stab while moving. It usually involves the stepladder when you do that. This is definitely harder than Zelda 2. Yes, I agree. Oakley the Needle. And Zelda 2 had its difficult moments. Even after I was like, this game's not hard, and then I was like, oh wait, yeah, no, there are certain hard parts in that game. But the difficulty in that game was mostly the combat, I would say. And not like, what do I do with this part? Well, maybe there's some of that. Not as much in this game, or not as much as in this game, though. Because in this game, I feel like every dungeon, it's like, damn, like, I really need to go out and get another key. Gonna take a nap. You planning another stream later, or should I go for the Z's? Nick the Frenchie, you take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Nicholas D. Yeah, he's annoying to fight as well, says Nick the Frenchie. Meatman, my king Karma. Hey, Nicholas D, before you go to sleep, pick left, right, or middle. No, stay, says Nick the Frenchie. Before we do anything, what does this shop up here look like? Night, says Genevieve B. Double fairy. 130 for the shield. I cast right. I think the corner store is where I wanted to buy the shield. Second quest, gang for life. People thought I was crazy as a kid that Zelda had 2 full quests. Yeah, Meatman, so like, I was talking about this before, but a lot of people in my YouTube comments over the years have told me, like, and I'm, you know, when I say a lot of people, I mean, there were at least like 8 comments from people saying, yeah, when I was younger, I just named my file Zelda because I, you know, felt like it or thought that was the character's name. And then at school, when I was talking with my friends about this game, they were giving me information that wasn't correct. And I was like, no, that's not, you know, and they'd be telling me like, you know, they were talking to friends who were like saying, you know, where the 5th dungeon was, for example, and these people in my comments were like, but when I checked, it wasn't there, you know? And then it took them years to figure out, oh, wait a second. I was playing the second quest because I named my character Zelda, and apparently what that does is it starts you on the second quest. Jasper Pool. Zelda from Breath of the Wild is my crush. Jasper Pool, that means you have to pick left, middle, or right for me. Wait, his name's not Zelda? B-Boy Mac? No, it's Metroid. Big Zelda fan, but I've only played Zelda 1. Left, says Oakley. Left, says Jasper. I pick up, says Simon D. Well, you can pick up this $50 right here, dang it. Get Jasper out of the pool, what? Genevieve B's cat, Jasp. That's a roommate's cat, but still. Left, right, or mid, everybody. Always middle, in the long run it pays out. Yeah, Bit Goblin, I think we learned that, but also sometimes we just like to guess. Sunburn Boy says left. Mid, says Meatman. Sup, says Vicolai. How are you? I said right. If you picked it, it would have won $20. Yeah, Nicholas D, I want to give other people a chance, though, you know? Missed your last one. Hey, well, welcome. Mid, says Grimburn. You people need to step it up. It's like Nicholas D and Grimburn are the only ones getting it right. And whoever else got it right. Speaking of Metroid, I remember The shock when I found out that Samus Aran is a girl, especially in the 80s. Yeah. Chat going fast today, Genevieve. Not sure the validity, but I heard after a quick save and restart, the middle bet always gives a plus 50. After a quick save and a restart, the middle bet always gives a 50. Not sure the validity. Let's test it just this once. Because you only need to test something one time to determine whether it's 100% true or not. Confirmed. Works every single time. That one test was all we needed. Oh my gosh. That was a pretty good tip, Meatman8089. And if it doesn't, yeah, just load up your save anyway. It's based on the frame rule you enter the shop in. Grimburn? Looks like I enter on the right frame rule. Yeah, shorts content is right, Simon D. Even if that's not true, that was really funny. Let's go buy a key. Which is French for let's go buy to whom. You can get them for 80 somewhere else, but whatever. KarmaJolt. After playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, do you think that the hate towards the game was justified? Gaming since the 80s. I haven't finished it yet. Furthermore, I have not been paying attention to how much hate it's getting. Okay, we have the big shield. We've got ourselves a key. No, it's not 100% true, but IIRC. It's a great setup for the frame rule. So, in other words, Grimburn, you can get it guaranteed every time if you just walk there fast enough. Like, it sets you up in such a way that if you just walk there as fast as possible, you'll get the right frame rule every time. Something like that. Jasper Pool. What language is that? Yeah, says Grimburn. Okay. Ooh, bombs from this guy. He dropped his heart for me. We about to see Goma in level 5? I don't know. Dutch. Teach us something. What's a good word to know in Dutch? How do I say tiny cat in Dutch? I'm Dutch. Jasper Pool? That's Jasper Cool. God, I'm so cheesy. But we love cheese on this channel. Ooh, we also love $5 on this channel. Okay, so now I can go into this key door. Kleine Kat? Everyone in Dutch, this is Kleine Kat. Unpopular opinion. You can't trust gamers. Nick the Frenchie, is that an unpopular opinion? Hey, thank you so much, Nick the Frenchie, for the cool €2. Alright. We're slowly adding to that reps counter. Everyone, whoops, I added way too much. Everyone put the, croissant in the chat for Nick the Frenchie. I didn't think I could get hit while standing in the doorway like that. I don't know why I thought that. Bag boy! Good, bombs. Should I try killing these dudes to maybe get a key out of it? Nick the Frenchie, when I say a key in French, that basically means to whom, right? Oops. Alright, no reason to sustain all that damage. I mean, they complain a lot. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, Nick the Frenchie and I... Folding laundry, says Genevieve B. Hell yeah, everyone put the laundry in the chat. Nick the Frenchie, and I see all these reviews for games on Steam that are like, people being like, I hated this game. I hated this game coming from someone who reviewed the game and played 200 hours of it, you know? And it's like, did you? Are you sure that's what you did? You know what? Let's waste a medicine here. Music to my ears. I could have, now that I'm thinking about it, got the Master Sword. Sorry, the Magical Sword. It's crazy that they call it that. Oh yeah, that sword is magic. The sword, because it can shoot beams out of it, just like every other sword. Okay, so this one I definitely do have to kill all the enemies in. And also sometimes... make sure to push this block in instead of to the left. Sometimes those blue whiz robes will get stuck in a loop where they're like kind of teleporting back and forth over like a row of blocks like that, and you can just hit them while they're doing that. A key in Spanish is right here. Okay. Yes, says Nick the Frenchie. Also, the best opinion comes from your own experience, says Nick the Frenchie with the cool €2. Hey, everyone put another croissant in the chat. Thank you so much. There's a quote in Dutch. It would sound so inappropriate in English. Gaming since the 80s? Try me. He barked at me! That's Goma. Okay, so that guy you cannot kill unless you have arrows. So I'm thinking maybe... yeah, okay. I'm thinking maybe. Look at this! We've got the D, everyone. Put the D in the chat. Yes, this is the bow, and every time you use it, it costs you $1. By bow, I mean like a bow for like a violin, not necessarily a bow and arrow. But in a pinch, you can shoot arrows with it. You know what? I have to imagine you can technically shoot arrows with like a violin bow. But yeah, this is Goma. He has an eye, which is obviously his weak spot. And if you shoot him in the eye while it's open, you can damage him. I think in the first quest, there's a Goma who only has 1 HP, so one shot will do it. One shot. More than enough to kill Goma. Cool, I got a key for that, huh? Okay. Oh my, says Rogue Effect like he's George Takei. Welcome. I'm just gonna open the door for the next adventurer. Read this, says Gaming since the 80s. Kiss me muist kant. What does it mean? Ghost Gamers, what console are you playing on? I'm actually playing on Nintendo Switch, as a matter of fact, on the online service. Because if you have the NSO, that is the Nintendo Switch Online, then you can, at no additional cost, just like download a bundle of NES and Super Nintendo games. How do I get to this room? You walk through the wall, everybody. Is there a reason to do this? Do I get a key from it? Yeah. So I came into this dungeon without a key, and it was very difficult to find keys. But if you have a key, using a key to go that way gets you 2 keys. Who knows the 4 pixels meme? Aces? I don't. Jasper Poole, what does it mean? What does it mean? It basically means, kiss me from my best side, but it sounds inappropriate when you hear it. That is some people's best side. So I think... Don't quote me on this unless it works and I can prove it. But I think if you have a blue potion in your inventory, like I do now, which, let me back up. So this blue potion allows you, it's the water of life, or the medicine of life. I don't remember what they call it. But if you use the blue potion, it refills your life, and then it's gone from your inventory. The red potion has two uses. So when you use the red potion, it refills your life, then it turns into the blue potion, which, again, if you use the blue potion, it'll refill your life, then disappear from your inventory. I think if you have a blue potion and you buy a blue potion, it turns red. Because everyone knows from color theory that blue plus blue equals red. Kind of a waste of money there. I could have saved, I don't know, 20-something rupees by just using that blue potion and then getting a red later. Oakley, yeah, let's go get the magical sword. Actually, let's not use arrows because I've only got $7. And I think from what I've heard... Alright, actually, let's try it. And this is the one time I'm gonna do something, then use the rewind feature. But every time you shoot an arrow, it costs you 1 rupee. And what I've heard is, if you ever go down to 0 rupees, after buying the arrows, if you go down to 0 rupees, you have to repurchase arrows again? Doesn't appear that way, though. Can I get money? Yep, okay. So I don't. That's not true, then. So if you ever go down to 0 rupees, you still keep your arrow item in your inventory. You just cannot shoot them. Well, we're broke again, everyone. Now we know, says Aladdin WWE. Let's go gambling. Rogue Effect, I wish... Hi, Leah, bless you. Hey, thanks, Jasper. Second quest is weird in that you have to do dungeons out of order, not just shuffled entrances. Yeah, so if I wanted to do all the dungeons without buying any keys, would I have had to go into dungeons out of order? Bombs. Let's hit him with the meat. Coconut's boyfriend. Order. Hardly knew her. And I don't have to go this way. Oops. I could have taken the power bracelet shortcut in order to get to the mountains a little bit faster. By the way, are those guys just throwing arrows at me? I think in the instruction manual, the moblins are shown, like, throwing spears. And then in Zelda 2, they throw spears, don't they? Or they have spears. They throw them, right? We just played that game. Jack D. Jack Dispo, short for Jackson Dispensary. Catch you later, Karma. Yo, Vigilai, thanks so much for showing up and clicking that like button. They do, says Coconut's boyfriend. They also throw coconuts. What does the meat do? Oh, Aladdin? Yeah, so... If you have your meat in your hand, you can use it to monster bait. It's not really working on these guys, but against, like, gorillas, especially, or octoroks, if you put it down on the ground, they will kind of swarm to it. Like, the enemies will be attracted to it, and they'll group up, allowing you to use a big ol' bomb blast to defeat them. Or use your sword, I don't know. Time to ghost farm. Or ghost bust, as some people say. Alright, got a little bit of money. Enough to gamble. Do the ghosts like the meat? I don't know. And yeah, again, you can always tell which ghost is the original. Even if you lose track, you can tell which one's the original because the original ghost is the only one that cannot move diagonally. For some reason. Whoops. Why are the ghosts so malevolent? I'm just trying to kill them to send them to the spirit realm so they can finally rest in peace. Michael, what's going on? How are you? Definitely taking some unnecessary damage here. But also getting some unnecessary rupees. KarmaJolt, you've told him to don't forget the like button, but you forgot to tell him to tell his friends you're great. Oh, he'll figure it out. Like that guy doesn't know. He knows. Alright, made some decent money there. Now let's go get the magical sword. Packing to head to Ohio to see my family, says Frag. Well, at least you get to see your family. No, actually, when I went to Ohio back in, like, 2007 or 8 or something, I had a great time in Columbus. Let's go gamble again, Karma, says Michael with the cool 5 Canadian. Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Yo, thank you so much. Everyone put a big M in the chat. Let's add 4 to the to-go. So that's... because Canadian 5 is closer to 4 than 5. But hey, count it. Thank you. You know what? Let's add the full 5. Boom. Dosito86. Thank you for the big M. Packers or Bears? Says Patriots Dan. I think that's the one team that I dislike more than the Bears. No, actually these days I really don't mind the Bears. And a lot of that has to do with my my brother moved to the Chicagoland area and listens to a lot of Bears radio. Master using it, and you can have this. Bro, how am I supposed to master using it if I can't at least borrow it? Whoops! Stabbed him. Ooh, this sword is at an angle in my inventory. Oh my gosh, that's how magical it is, everybody. It's tilted, just like I was earlier. Backers or pairs? Avis, I love all my backers. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. But every now and then, pairs pretty nice. I guess we're back, says Blues Energy. Hey, welcome back. What's my favorite Zelda game? Man, I really love the handheld ones. Like the Oracle games. I can't use the whistle while I'm on stairs. Look, if it's between Packers or stairs, then it's the Packers. It's tilted? Yeah, Frag, look. Crush that dude. Master using it, and you can beat video games. Shoutouts to my friend, You Can Beat Video Games. Who subscribes to that guy, by the way? You Can Beat Video Games. Fantastic YouTube channel. Very, very thorough walkthroughs of retro games. Me, says Oakley. Oakley, says Freg. Me, says BitGoblin. Nice. I was in his Castlevania video a long time ago. Link's Awakening might be my personal favorite. Yes, love that one. Love the remake too. Enrock. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this basic, boring, non-legendary straight sword. Yeah, I know. Can't be magical if you're straight, you know? Am I right, Genevieve B with the members-only emojis? Sloogy Bartfast. Welcome. Hey, Karma. Hope you're doing great. Well, I am. I'm doing great. I'm one of his Patreon supporters. Amazing, Grimburn. That's cool. That we have supporters in common. Okay, now what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Dungeon 6 is in the graveyard, is it not? Am I missing a piece of heart that I could have found somewhere? Because look, there are only 3 dungeons left, but I have 4 spaces for heart containers. Oh, yeah, no, I know where it is. I need the step ladder for it. Yeah, Oakley, you're right. You're right. I have the most hearts pre-level 6th. Backers-in-law. That's it, Avis. Avis, I've been here, just cleaning. Yeah, Avis. Do I need any more supplies? I don't think so. Stairs are great for strong glutes muscles. Yeah, Nick DeFrenchie. Alright, I'll give him that. Hey, thank you so much for another cool 2. Yo-ho. Hey, let's do these... Nope. 21 dumbbell rows, everybody. This is a back exercise. So are squats, says Avis. That's true. And lunges. Oh my gosh. When we were doing lunges during a lunge raw, I didn't do that many of them, but the next day, like, the sides of my glutes were on fire. Okay, so dumbbell rows. Booty out, back straight, arms down. And I've got 40-pound weights. And we row it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Elbows tucked in. 4. Like you're skiing. 5. Not much to look at here, huh? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh yeah, I would not be able to do those with double reps. Whew. Thank you, everybody. It's too dark. Yeah, Genevieve B. Maybe I should do something about that. But this is an experiment. I've never done that exercise. Well, maybe once. On stream. So we'll figure it out eventually. KarmaJolt out here proving he's stronger than most VTubers. I honestly feel like other people should exercise while they stream, you know? Looked good form-wise. Thank you, Genevieve B. This isn't a secret? Did I miss? I'm subbed to him. Bag Boy, talking about you can beat video games. Robert R. How are you? Have you ever speed ran a game before? I love that that's the past tense, Patriots Dan. I have not. But also, like, have I been this way yet? What's over here? Yeah, there's like really no reason to come to the lower corner of the map. This lady gives you hints. Okay, I just want to show you what these all are, and then we'll back up. This ain't enough to talk. Go northwest, southwest to the forest of maize. That means corn, does it not? Yeah, so that's how you're supposed to know what to do when you're in the Lost Woods. Boy, you're rich, is all she says if you give her 50. Holy cow. Okay, so I didn't realize that there's a hint lady here, and you can give her too much money. So you want to actually choose the middle option here if you're desperate for a hint. That's pretty funny. Boy, you're rich. No, I'm not. You just took 50 bucks from me. I was down to 10 rupees, which is enough to gamble with, so... Alright, lady. Timothy C, how are you? Hi, Karma, everyone. I like your channel because it's drama-free. Oh, sometimes we have the drama, but thank you. The way that music glitched out was a secret. Yeah, Avis? It was. NES hard. Yeah, like, how are you supposed to figure that out? Other than waste all your money. But yeah, I think the lady behind the waterfall will tell you this ain't enough to talk if you give her, like, 10 rupees instead of the 20. I'll give you a hint if you give me money, and then you give her, like, a lot of money. She's like, damn! Well, now she's speechless. You should have known. Lol, Timmy, sweet, innocent Timmy. Genevieve B? We generally are drama-free. Just tuned in. Is Link Super Saiyan? Daniel... Olvera. I was trying to read your name. Not yet. Getting there. I'm like Kaioken times 5 right now. I think, though, we can go to dungeon number 6, can we not? So let's do this. Level 6, I'd say, is the hardest other than the Fungeon. Oh, I should have gotten one more rupee. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, Oakley, it's the same for the first quest, I'd say. Didn't like that spawn. Link, it is Zelda, and he's an elf. Thank you, Nick the Frenchie. Alright, this should be slightly easier now that I have the Master Sword. I'm sorry, the Magical Sword, and I'm dealing 4 damage per hit. Man, those people can move diagonally, and that's insane. I don't think anyone else in this game can do that. Let's maybe leave those bombs for now. Because if I don't take them, they will respawn. Oh, shoot. This is an awful room. I'm gonna act like I need to kill everything in this room, too. Okay, good. Arrows will knock back the likes. That was close. That sound effect when you shoot an arrow, though. What? And yeah, it costs money to shoot the arrows. Later in the Zelda games, you get, like, a dedicated stash of arrows. Okay, no reason to do that either, huh? Nintendo Fan Club, how are you? More bombs, eh? Let's bomb the top wall before I pick those up. They kind of last a while on the ground, but they will eventually disappear. They'll despawn if you don't pick them up fast enough. A lot of bomb drops, huh? Let's bomb the top wall again. Okay. Should I see what's down first before I commit to a key? Are those the critically acclaimed Daddy Jolt sunglasses sent by the lovely Chedavive Brisket? You bet. Oh, hold on, let me... Left is stepladder, says Oakley. Oakley, are you trying to trick me? Look, I'll prove to you that you are wrong. Shoot, I'm scared of these, likes. Speaking of which, everyone click that like button on the stream. Alright, we're drinking, everyone. Jeff H., you've asked me this a bunch. Are you sure the pink candle in a 10th dungeon is a mod? Where are you hearing about this? Or are you just making a joke? Oh, I can shoot my sword now. What am I doing? Is that one of those joke videos by that guy that makes the fake Nintendo stuff? I tried to turn there. Ooh, $5. It was all worth it. Is Dragon Ball Z toxic masculinity? Nintendo Fan Club? No? Because the people who do evil stuff in that show are very clearly evil. E-Man, what's going on? Alright, I could have gone up there, but let's see what's over here first. I knew there were going to be some traps. What about this? What about this? Oh, there it is. Vegeta is toxic masculinity, though. Yeah, but he has a character arc, and he experiences growth, you know? Yeah, like, he's very clearly evil for, like, the first 2.5 sagas. Yeah, not to mention he blows up a couple planets, Nick the Frenchie. That's right. Okay, so we got the stepladder. That's great. It's not my real ladder, it's just a step ladder. Should I try bombing? No, was the answer. What are you doing, stepladder, Donovan? You're not my real ladder, that's right, Patsk. South of the arrow, Mark hides a secret. Did I use a key just to find a clue here? And a cryptic one at that. Never mind, I can go that way. Help me, stepladder, I'm stuck. Yeah, so now that we have the stepladder, we can walk over the juice, I guess? Like, what is this red stuff? Lava, maybe? Or maybe it's the same as the red medicine, and I should not be stepping over it, I should be stepping in it to heal myself. My god, Zelda, you are so dumb. But yeah, on the stepladder, it's actually really easy to do like a sliding stab, whereas like normally when you use the A button to stab your sword, Zelda will stop in place. But you actually can like get a moving stab when you're on the stepladder pretty easily. It's ketchup, Freg. Oh yeah, definitely don't want that on your white clothes. Okay. Or your whiz robes. Actually, it's way... Okay, now that I can shoot my sword, it's way easier to hit these guys from the opposite side of the drink. That was kind of lucky. Okay, something about the mark of the arrow. By the way, look at this. I have 69 rupees. Ah, the map in this one. Yeah, what is that design supposed to be, you think? What is that level design supposed to be? It's a bird with a ponytail, I think? Just the head of the bird. Like, you see the beak and eye am about where its eye is? You're not allowed to collect or gamble any more rupees. Donovan, what if I get 169, though? Don't dink and dive is right, Avis. That's... yeah, everyone needs to know this. Ooh, I walked through walls. My gosh, do I... like, I have this game downloaded. I had the reads on this dungeon. Yeah, sorry, you're right. The original game didn't have the pink candle. I know! Where are you hearing this from, Jeff H? I'm curious to know. Oh, I need a key. Reptane, I'm trying. I got this game downloaded, everybody. I guess I literally do, also. Ooh, a key! That's what I needed! Oakley says, bomb to the bottom of that for a key. Listen. You didn't have to say that out loud or in the chat. I read your mind. I read you loud and clear. Whoops. That guy read me, too. Damn, this guy got the reads on me. $5 from that dragon. Oh, shoot. I no longer have 69. Oh, baby, I cannot believe I got out of there without taking a hit, Donovan. Hey, look, I'm telling you, it's not a big deal. Watch. We back at 69. Oh. One of these guys. You can kill this guy with your sword, but like, why? That was excellent bomb placement there. Was that? What about that? If there are Dodongos up ahead, I will definitely need at least 2 bombs. Oh! He barked at me. Now that I have 68 rupees. Oh, I thought he was gonna open, like, here. Nope. You can one-cycle this guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I missed. Lisa One-Eye Lopez. Okay. Was there anything I missed in this dungeon? I actually don't know. It's like an old-school bullet hell. Yeah, Nightwish? That's kind of what that is. That is kind of what that is. That is what that is. Hey, let's, I'm just realizing now, before you do the ghost busting thing, you should probably hit the original, ghost a few times to get him, like, low on HP, so you can just walk up and whack him. I didn't pick up that heart? You got it all. Nothing else to find in there, Michael? You know, I almost have it all, I'll tell you that. Something missing from my life. And it's this clock. Oh my gosh, what a throw on that boomerang. We've got 6 out of the 9 dungeons, that's true. And we did some dumbbell rows. Am I missing something? Michael, I don't think so. For some reason, I didn't realize that you could pick up a clock with the boomerang. Shamo. Zelda looks fantastic when running at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution. Yeah, Zelda, that guy's in pretty good shape. Where do I want to go? I think the fastest way to get to that heart container that I want to pick up is by doing this. Power Bracelet is actually a lot more useful in the second quest now that I'm thinking about it, because, like, you need it to find a specific heart container, and you need it to get the magical sword. Really, its only use in the first quest is to go to the waypoints, so the fast travel roads. Kraken, what's going on? And did I say hi to Nightwish earlier, by the way? Checking in from work. Oh, no. You doing okay? I'm technically checking in from work, too. Bombs. Level 7 has another one of those. Your money or your life, guys. Hey, look at this. Now I can get that heart container. Fairy, you be free. Okay, so where is level 7? Was that the one in the forest that we revealed? I think it is. Wait a second. Why could I not... Can you not call the whirlwind when there's a fairy on the screen? What was that about? I was hitting the button to call the whirlwind. Why is the game called Zelda if you're playing with the Link? Okay, maybe it just wasn't happening for some reason. Oh, well. That was lucky. I was trying to see if something worked there. I was like, first, okay. 2 screens ago, I was trying to use the recorder to call my car the Tornado. And it wasn't working, and I was like, is it because there's a fairy on screen? Then I happened to find a fairy on this screen, used the recorder, and it turns out that revealed a $10 secret. I did not know this was here. They named him after Zelda Fitzgerald. Yeah, that's why this guy's name is Zelda, Bill Mozart. Imagine another stair opens up inside this room that no one ever found. Pats, yeah, secret within a secret, like it's that one dungeon from Donkey Kong Country. I mean, that one bonus stage. I gotta go. Karma, catch you later. Hey, Michael, thank you so much. Everyone put a big M in the chat. Oh, I had to go the other way. Actually, can you do the thing here? Can you do the block walk? I've never done it on a tree before, but I have to imagine you can. Maybe not. I'm trying to do the thing where I can walk over an obstacle. Oh, yeah, okay, I was just way too high up there. Okay, so you can do it on a tree as well. I just didn't have it lined up for the first 12 tries. Level 7 only has the red candle if you care about that. Okay, Oakley, I'll start caring about it. There's a conditional treasure, huh? Let's go left first. So if I don't care about it, what does it have instead? Gambling? A compass. Can't spell compassion without compass. There's already a hidden passageway under the traps. And yeah, this game gets easier if you know about, the way pushable blocks work in this game. So if you're stuck in a dungeon and you're trying to push every block in the room to see which one, if any of them can be pushed, it's always the leftmost block in the middle row of the room. It's always going to be in the middle row of the room. Just like this one was before I pushed it down. Okay. Snake is called a rope. Yes, it's a great name, Shamo. Okay, let's go right. Unless there's something here. I'm gonna knock on the wall to see if anybody opens it. Oh boy. Almost immediately ate a flaming coconut to the dome. That bunny is stuck. Oh yeah, by the way, these bunnies, which are called Pole's Voice, they take a ton of damage. Like, I'm hitting him with the magical sword, and he just tanked a bunch of hits there. One arrow will kill these guys. Whoops. Well, you gotta hit him with it. Okay. That's called a dark nut. That's true. Fire time. FIME for short. Doesn't really work. Oh yeah, wait. In this room, it's like really advantageous to just hang out on a ladder. No one will come hit you if you're on a ladder. That would be unsafe. That would be an OSHA violation. 2 hits to kill the mummies. Figured he might be vulnerable to fire. There's no elemental types in this game, but that would be kind of neat. Oh, he coming for me. Dude. Dang it, I didn't get my sword back in time. That room is the red candle room. Did I pass it, Oakley? Or is it this one? Ooh, it also had bombs. Look at that. Not only did I push this block to reveal a staircase, the stairs ate one of these blocks, which I always thought tastes like chocolate. Like, you see it, right? This is one of those chocolate bars that you break off into the square pieces, and the square pieces look like this. It's just chocolate. Bats, stay away from the flames. Robert R. Where am I now? So I don't get the magic wand until dungeon number 8. Yeah, that's baking chocolate, not meant for eating. Oh, I see. I mean, you can, though, Nightwish. Like, cookie dough is not meant for eating. Now, no one can have it. Rock is called a rock. Shamo? Like the rocks that fall from the mountains? That guy blocked it. He heard that bunny die, he immediately turned around like, what? You can't hit these guys with arrows, by the way. Yeah, even if you hit them from the side or back. One-hit kill on that guy, by the way. Now that I've got the big old sword, or whatever it's called. Ooh, the red candle. I did care about it. Whoops. Yeah, so what makes the red candle better than the blue candle is that now I can have multiple fires on the screen. The blue candle, you can only light one flame per screen, and then you have to reset the screen by going to the next room or something. Like, you can't use it again until you leave the room. Which I guess relights the wick, I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing this is nothing here. I know all these names because of the AVGN video. Hell yeah. I think I've heard of that guy. It's water time. Never knew about the red candle, says Nightwish. Yeah, you figured like the blue flame would be the more magicaler one. But I guess it's like, oh, the blue ring is the not as good version of the red ring, so you have to stay consistent, right? And the blue potion isn't as good as the red potion. I'm drinking water right now, says Genevieve B. Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. Do you have a mug for it or a bottle? Yeah, everyone put exactly what Avis just put in the chat. The water and the puppy. Have I not beaten this game? I swear I have. Nightwish? I will ask Ganon when I get there. I'll be like, hey, have you ever seen my friend Nightwish? No. Oh, I guess you haven't finished the game. I blocked my escape. My water bottle, heck yeah. An egg in these trying times says, I'm on a plane. I'm on a plane. It's a Nirvana song? About to take off. LY, Karma, have a good stream. Hey, everyone put an egg in the chat for these trying times. Safe travels, egg. And thank you so much for showing up. LYT. Nirvana song, my favorite. Avis, that's your favorite song? Or your favorite Nirvana song? Get burnt. Yeah, also the red candle is really good at lagging the game. Ow. And also hitting yourself with. A weird mechanic about the stepladder is that, you can, if you place the stepladder, you can only travel in directions that are parallel with the way you entered onto the stepladder. So, what I mean by that is that I can't stand from this panel, put a stepladder to the right, then use it to go up to this panel that's above me now. You have to go straight across or straight back where you came from. One of my favorite Nirvana songs from the 1991 Nevermind album, September of 1991, was a great year for music. Yeah. September? Great year. Whoops. I know you meant month. I know you corrected yourself in the chat. But it's funnier if you don't. Just saying. Yeah, actually, stepladder is like a underrated item here. Because I can just stay safe from these enemies. Ooh, big old spiral thing. E-man, I see you. Oh, this is annoying. This is another bullet hell here. And these guys are vulnerable to bombs. There's like a weird mechanic about, well, about how to hit them with bombs that I never quite understood, but like, it matters which way you're facing when you drop the bomb. So if I'm facing his front when I put the bomb down, and even if it looks like it hits him, it will deal 0 damage as if I hit him from the front with my sword. I think that's the way it works. You need a Rock's Feather. Nah, that would make this game pretty darn easy. If you could jump. Or, well, I mean, depending on how it worked in this game. But yeah, Rock's Feather, great item in Link's Awakening and also Oracle of Seasons or Ages? You upgrade it to a cape at one point. Can't remember which is which. Because I always play the two games in tandem. Tandem? Like we were on a beach? Oh, I tried to pre-fire there. Oh, I was too early. Maybe you can't one-cycle this guy. I don't know if there's enough time. Definitely seasons. Just so that I can see. Alright. Tandem. Hardly knew him. Season since you have to jump over lava in the subworld. Yeah, Leo McFlynn. Yeah, I never remember which one's which. But both of those games are amazing. It's because they're both great. Like, if one of them was good and the other sucked, I'd remember which one was which. You know what I haven't really commented on is how fast your character moves in this game. Zelda got some jets on him, and like, the agility of your character, the game doesn't work without that, you know? Like, you do have that advantage over a lot of the enemies, which is, and it's really your only saving grace when there's a room full of, like, fireballs and knights and likes. Where am I right now? Oh, okay. But I don't think the game would be as fun if your character weren't fast and you, like you have to make skilled maneuvers in order to survive a lot of these dungeon rooms, and that's fun. Ryan K. And Bill Mozart saying, I wasn't even 5 yet. Happy Saturday, KarmaJolt, says Ryan K. Hey, thank you so much. I forgot it was Saturday. I did not. I went grocery shopping today, everybody. I already did some chores. I already done been responsible. It is getting harder and harder to find saline solution for my contact lenses, and that makes me nervous a little bit. Really? Hold on, so I've been to the room to the north. Let's take this warp. Click like, and subworld. L6? Alright, that was pretty good. Puzzle theme in Zelda is G, G flat, E flat, A flat, E, G sharp, C. Yeah, everyone knows that, Avis. Oh my gosh. You want to act like I didn't know that the puzzle theme in Zelda is G, G flat, E flat, A flat, E, G sharp, C. Dude's acting like, oh, there might be somebody who doesn't know that the puzzle theme in Zelda is G, G flat, E flat, A flat, E, G sharp, C. It's like the first thing you learn about this game, dude. Gotta dodge the bubs. Ow. You don't have to dodge that one. They don't actually damage you when they hit you, by the way. Okay, so I got tricked. And I have to do all this over again. This dungeon has me spiraling. Gouda guy? My favorite cheese. Smoked Gouda. The latter being what you cross water with was always a little funny to me. Kind of. Does the stepladder ever come back in any of the Zelda games? No, because in later games you can, like, jump. And you get a hook shot. You can smoke me anytime. Good a guy? Talk to Genevieve B about that. Or Jordy Pants. You know, kinda surprised she hasn't shown up, because she loves Zelda. Like, it's potentially less useful than a 2x4. Oh, yeah! Leo McFlynn, I see what you're saying. It doesn't have to be a ladder, you could just use a plank. But there are so few actual trees in this world, you know? It's all bushes. Tears of the Kingdom lets you build ladders. That's a true one. Let's go this way. Oh, so this is the guy that we've met one of these dudes before. I'm imagining his name is David. But this guy's like, leave your life for your money, and like literally before you can pass this dude, you have to give him either 50 bucks or you give him one of your heart containers, which is exactly what it looks like. It's -1 to your maximum HP permanently. But I happen to have the money because Nicholas D helped me during the gambling part, so I guess we'll give this guy 50 bucks. You can't kill him. You can't just kill that guy. And I got 5 bucks. This guy didn't know that there was money in this room. Do step ladders classify as stairs? No, Gouda guy. I just had a thought. When I was younger, and my brothers and I would like pretend play Zelda, I don't remember what we would use as a boomerang. Maybe we would actually throw a banana because we didn't have boomerangs. But what we did to make a stepladder was we took jacks. Like, you know the game where you bounce a rubber ball and then you grab the little metal spiky things? Those are jacks. We took those and we attached them to like plastic straws to make like a makeshift like plastic stepladder. Stick, says Sears. Where? Stick for sword, yeah, for sure. Do stairs classify as ladders but with extra steps? No, ladder completely separate. This looks good. This looks like a way I need to go. I have 2 keys. Should I kill these guys? I'm getting a little bit whooped. Oh, that helps immensely. Okay, nothing for killing those dudes. But I have the keys to go left, everyone. I almost did that without getting hit. Ladders are diet steps. Another Gleeok? Another Glee okay? Which is my opinion of that show. I've never seen it. I made that exact joke earlier already. Ooh, a Harat container. Look at that. I think we're done with Dungeon 7, everyone. That's right. Grabbing the Triforce off center of the screen. Dragon Boy, yo, Sears? That dungeon was dragging on forever. Does the portability decide whether they are stairs or a stepladder? I think the heart of the cards decides, Gouda guy. Stairs, I would say, require a permanent origin and destination. Yes, barring like an earthquake or something, Nightwish. Excellent analysis. Should we go gambling? I only have blue potion. That should be fine. Nightwish, what about escalators? Escalators are chainsaw stairs. Let's watch Parma lose his money. Gouda guy, not if you pick correctly. KarmaJolt, what about the stair car? You're gonna get some hop-ons, I'll tell you that, Sears. Alright, everybody, left, right, or middle. Do I need any money? Do I need more money at this point? Actually, yes, because we'll probably run into the guy who's like, bet you want to hold more bombs. Definitely gonna get some hop-ons. Escalators are a diagonal conveyor that can only ever become stairs. And Gouda, I'm agreeing with you. So whatever Gouda says is your vote too, Nightwish. Gouda says left. Yeah, okay. Seer says right. Well, that's 2 lefts, technically. It was middle. But you have enough for bombs. Not anymore. Gotta gamble more, egg. What about the stair trucks at airports? Yeah, Robert S. That is basically what we're talking about when we say the stair car. I meant right of the left. Boyd Lucas says left. All right, I trust you. It was middle. Leo McFlynn said middle. Oakley says middle. All right, we're doing middle this time. Guys, just get it right. It's not that easy. If we keep going left, we'll eventually make a profit. I don't know if that's true, Gouda guy. Get it right, says Oakley. It was left. Left of the middle, yeah, yeah. Which would be left, Sears. Alright, I'm picking middle this time. Could have been worse. Which way are you facing? I think it's the east one. Leo, there's no compass. I'm just assuming that up toward the top of the screen is north, but I really could be wrong. Airtime to fly. Don't spend all your rupees in one place, Karma. Hey, Egg, thank you so much for showing up. Middle, says Chandler H. Dang it, I had confidence in you. You meant middle this time. You meant middle not that time, but this time. Yeah, well, it was still wrong. Thanks for playing. You could have made 70 if you had kept going left. Gouda guy? Hindsight is 70-70 or whatever they say. Alright, that's enough, I feel like. Who remembers the Legend of Bluey Louie, by the way? Last time we streamed this game, that guy guessed correctly, like, every time. I made a short about it, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now... we've got to go to, like... there's got to be someone who gives you a hint about this. But we gotta go find, like, the weirdest dungeon to find. Okay, so this... oops, thanks. We've gotta go find dungeon number 8. And it's a good thing we have 12 bombs, because it... oh, I thought I was in a different spot. It's a good thing we have 12 bombs, because... it might take me a while to find it. Pretty sure I got a KarmaJolt sticker to put near my name. How do I apply such a rune? Nightwish, what do you mean? Did you buy a sticker from my shop? Wait, you need bombs? Says Sears. Oh no. Everyone hurry. The whistle is E, G, D, D flat, C, B. Avis, oh my gosh. You want to act like I don't know. Let's see what this lady has to say, by the way. Pay me and I'll talk. Yeah, you can give her 5, 10, or 20 rupees. This ain't enough to talk. Well, then why did you give me that option? This also ain't enough to talk. I think this lady just tells you go up, up, up the mountain or whatever. Go up, up the mountain ahead. Yeah, okay. So she gives you the hint that's from the previous quest, and it's fairly obvious. Now, I think... I don't know how you're supposed to know this, but, like... That's level 8, everybody. There's probably, like, an old man in some dungeon before this that tells you that hint. Just something that popped in my head from months ago. I'm probably misremembering. Nightwish. If you're a channel member, you'll have, like, one of the members-only emojis next to your name. Depending on how long you've been a channel member. Alright, let's try this. If it was my first playthrough, I'd have bombed all the walls. Yeah, and that's what we did when we were kids. Sears, I see you with the Foxhound logo. Burn every bush. Bomb every wall. Yeah, so these guys are particularly affected by the meat, the monster bait. None of them dropped anything for me? Well, so much for monster baiting my meat. Dodongos. You can gain bombs in this room. Ooh, I got the double kill on him too. Let's put one of these over here. Oops. Ran right into a dinosaur. How often do you do that? Okay, so I guess Dodongos don't always drop bombs when you kill them by stunning them with the smoke and stabbing them, because if you get 2 at a time, only one of them will drop bombs. That's what it seems like. Hungry Gorilla. Who here knows about my girl Hungry Gorilla? Another fantastic YouTube channel that does unbiased reviews of a lot of old NES games. Lexi Wolf? I guess old NES games is redundant in 99.9% of the cases. Wait, down was wand? Oh, I should have gotten it. Rope. Yeah, the snake's name is Rope for some reason. What do I mean for some reason? That's a great name, and it makes sense. Snakes? Very rope-shaped. Should I go back in that case to get the wand? I always drop bombs. Yeah, Sears, so does Enigma. Danger noodles. The snake is Nope Rope. The snake in Mother 3 is called the rope snake, and you use it as like a grappling hook. I gotta... Whoa, get your coffee with the cool $10. Long-time donor, first-time chatter here. How did you get your name? Says get your coffee. Oh my gosh. With the cool $10. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put the coffees in the chat for Rogue Effect, aka get your coffee. How did I get my name? You gave it to me. But bombing down there gives Matt, says Oakley. Deepray G, KJ, my OG. Hey, welcome. Yo, Rogue Effect, thank you so much. Everyone put the coffees in the chat for Rogue Effect, aka get your coffee. Yeah, I got my name because I thought of it by myself and no one else. Yeah, actually, for those who don't know, KarmaJolt is an item in River City Ransom, which is an NES game. It's an NES beat-em-up game with, like, RPG elements, where you beat dudes up and you get money for doing that, and then you use the money to buy stuff, like upgrades and food that permanently increases your stats. I guess I'm Karma's daddy. Rogue Effect? Yes, you are. But yeah, the KarmaJolt is an item that you can buy toward the end of River City Ransom that basically fully heals you. Like an elixir. Okay, so Oakley put something in the chat. Gotta go back to the first room of the dungeon, says Oakley the Needle. Okay, now what? I'm directly in front of the first room. Shoot, I lost my sword. That was stupid. Alright, first room of the dungeon. Push the block. This has been my ringtone for like 10 years, says Boy Blucas. Yeah, and everyone knows what notes they are, too. That's cool. Okay, I'm here now. I don't have my sword. Then down, then wand room. To the right, or... Okay, so let's go down this time. Because I think we've been to the right, according to my map. Oh, shoot. I don't have my sword. There's a blue bubble, though. Yeah, so I imagine I have to kill all these guys before I can push a block. But then wand is like the best secondary item to have. Gosh dang it. Red bubble's being particularly annoying here. Do I want that? Actually don't know. Okay, yeah, I happen to get all of the wall masters anyway. Ooh! We got a magic wand, everybody. Not the same kind that your wife uses, but it does do some pretty nice stuff. Look, it shoots magic. And when it hits a wall or an enemy, it creates a flame, and that's only because I have the book in my inventory as well. The Magic Bible. Bruh, says Genevieve. What? 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 What, Genevieve? Parma, I don't have a wife. You do! Gouda guy. You just haven't met her yet. That's like a Michael Bublé song, is it not? But in many instances... the wand can be used as a substitute for the sword if you smack somebody with it. Not in this case, though, it seems. But I think, like, for example, the Dark Nuts, you can hit them with the wand. Not the magic of the wand. You gotta hit them with the wand. You have a mom, though, says Sears. That might be true. Okay, where we been? Where we done been, everybody? Let's go up and to the right. Have we been up there? It's crazy that this dungeon is giving me easy enemies. I've been sick, says Rogue Effect. Yeah, you're the illest. Thank you so much for the cool $10. Whole bunch of blue bubbles here. There's also the magical key I'm confident you can find by yourself. I mean, I could. Oakley the Needle. I've done all this before. I do appreciate the advice, though. In this particular playthrough. Oh, we Wandin' everybody. Call me Cosmo and Wanda. Okay, the magical wand doesn't do that much damage. Neither do the flames, but sometimes it'll cook a dude. Autumn Sprites, yeah, there is a dungeon in the first quest that is in the shape of a manji, which is unfortunate because it's essentially a reverse hate symbol. I don't know if there's a reason to use that bomb trick anymore. Do I want to warp? God, it's like every room there's 2 options. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Autumn, I feel like I called it exactly what it is, without naming it. No, in fact, calling it a German symbol would be immensely reductive in an offensive way. Because that would imply that Germans associate with that symbol still, when they really do not. Inaccurate at best, yeah. How long you been playing this now? Probably going on like 6 hours. So I've been streaming for 2 hours today. We did 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours last night, and then 2 hours the night before. Something like that. Yeah, so Sears, yeah, that's accurate too. I mean, if we're talking about the manji, it is not a German symbol, it's a Buddhist symbol. Oh, I am punting this. In fact... I don't know too much about it, but it's like a symbol for luck. I think Yoshimitsu uses it in Soul Calibur. But I think the manji, if you flip it the other way... Oh, I don't think I want it to go this way. That's how you get the hate symbol, right? I think I've made a huge mistake. Good thing... yeah, great example of how good things can be twisted around to proliferate evil. Sucks how long it wasn't a hate symbol before it became a hate symbol. Yeah, fascists ruin everything. Yeah, it's like, and it'd be one of those things where I'm like, let's take it back, but like, I don't think you can. Like, I don't want to be one of those people who's afraid to use the number, or say the number 88, simply because it's a thing fascists use. And white supremacists. Because, like, also, it's a freaking number. Let's see what's up here. Karma, why is it so cold in your state? Lexi Wolf? It's because we so far north. Ah, okay. Should we do the glitch again, everybody? Nightwish says, what's the significance of 88? Yeah, it's a number that, like, white supremacist cowards use to essentially, H is the 8th number in the alphabet, and HH stands for something that the Nazis said all the time, which I don't want to say on my channel. Let's do the trick again. Too late. Let's do it. Oh, never would have put that together. Yeah, no, and like people will use it in a sneaky way to like kind of test the waters of like, ooh, can I get away with saying something horribly offensive here? And then it's, you know, and then they can also claim like, oh, well, it's just a number if you call them out for it, you know what I mean? Where do I find the blue bubble, everyone? Oh, wait, let's use the wand. Wand can deal consistent damage without using any resources. Yeah, so, oh, so the... Never mind, I thought they were unaffected by the magic for a second. We call those people Schrodinger's douchebag. That's one thing you could call them. But yeah, way too many people like that. I don't know why we haven't, like, gotten rid of those people, you know what I mean? Okay, so we got rid of the Grumble guy. I need to find a blue bubble. Or I need to finish the dungeon. Ooh, a compass. And how do you suggest we do that? Genevieve B? I'm not sure, but there should be much more support around this idea, you know? Punch them harder. Raise your hand if you've ever actually punched a Nazi. I will proudly raise mine. Yeah, pet kittens punch Nazis, Jill of Trades. I don't prefer wearing socks while sleeping. Yo, Casey Jones? Whoops, I dropped a bomb. Did not mean to do that. I will often go to bed wearing socks because my feet are freaking cold. And then taking them off, like, once you get cozy, very satisfying. Ooh, a key. Raise his hand. Yo, Straw Hat Brian, good for you. But that's violence. I don't care. I don't care. Those people are trying to eradicate everyone that's not exactly like them. So they're getting exactly what they're advocating for. Nah, we passed that, bro. Yeah, uh-huh. Socks for cold are great, but it hinders circulation of my toes. Yeah, Casey Jones, and the problem for me is that, like, my feet sweat so much that, like, if I wear socks all night, I will need, like an athlete's foot spray the next morning, you know? Shoot. I might not be able to kill this guy unless I can use my sword. Wait, actually, he is vulnerable to bombs. I'm actually gonna do one of these again. Because what you can do with the recorder there, that wasn't necessary. But if you place a bomb on an enemy and then use the recorder... Dang, those guys hit pretty hard. If you place a bomb on an enemy, then use the recorder, the bomb will detonate as soon as the recorder is done playing, and in the meantime, while that tune is going off, like, everything will be paused. Okay, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, there is a blue bubble in here, though. Got my sword back, everybody. Dang it, I didn't mean to go through there. Misclick. I just lit up the room with a big old flamey flame. I don't think I need to kill the wall masters here, but I can. Okay, and it gets me bombs. That was worth it. Is that a hint? I can't bomb up. I'm at the very top of the map. Excuse me. We here at Karma Crew LLC do not condone violence. Against Nazis or fascists, but we do find it freaking hilarious and do promote enjoying watching it. 6947. Lexi Wolf, I didn't say I didn't condone it. Huh. Oh shoot, I've only got 2 bombs left. Did I kill that guy with the smoke a second ago, and he didn't drop bombs for me? Shoot. Shoot! Okay, well, he died, but I'm out of bombs. I think I'm done cleaning for now. Genevieve B! You got an after pick for me? Shoot! I keep getting hit by the red bubbles. Can we finish the dungeon without a sword? Well, there's a blue bubble here, so that's fine. I've got 2 keys. Is this a Wallmaster room? It is, yeah. Money! AKA arrows. Where did I just come from? I warped here, so I don't want to take that warp back, do I? Let's do this. Oh wait, I should refresh my sword before I go any further. Ah, refreshing. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. She's a member of the Wu-Tang Killer Bees. Double kill. Vadoop. So I haven't been in this room yet. I feel like I should take this warp. Hey, look at that. Look at this goofy ass looking item. There's like a smiling lion or something on this key. But now that I have it, you'll see that my key total has turned to A, which means that I always have a key. Yeah, and basically that is the... I think they just call it the magic key. But I will not need to collect keys for the rest of the game because I have infinite of them, essentially, now. Okay. Let's go down, down, and left, perhaps? Is that something I can do? Bowser key. Ooh, did I mess up? Where did I come from, or go? Victor, what's going on? Hi, Karma. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you. Snake. Oh my gosh, so much lag in this room. It's kind of funny. It doesn't open the door. Shoot! And I can't go down here, right? I don't have any bombs. Oh, lucky. Okay. Money. Obviously, I can't go down anymore. Oh, wait. I guess I could have gone down one more. Ooh, here we go. And look, this isn't even going to cost me a key, everybody. I still have a key. All right, this seems important. Whoops. Nice. The lag reminds me of Doge. Wait, why? Simon D. I'd be happy too if I didn't have to collect keys anymore. Jill of Trades? You don't. From now on. Ooh, Genevieve B's room is so organized now. Everyone put the puppy dogs in the chat. Hey, proud of you. Do I want to do this? Got him. Seems like it. Yo, Lexi Wolf with the cool $2. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put the wolves in the chat for Lexi Wolf. The lady, the legend, the wolf. Well, I probably didn't want to do that, actually. So I might have missed a room where I can buy more bombs. Or get the bigger bomb maximum. Hey, Lexi Wolf, thank you. Let me just see something before I... Actually, you know what? I think I want to fight these Dodongos first. If I can not mess it up. That didn't give me more bombs. Okay, so maybe it doesn't always give you more bombs. That one did. Oh, shoot. I didn't have them equipped because I used my last bomb before I picked those bombs up. ODB. Yeah, that song with Mariah Carey. Yo, CBC, welcome. Okay. That got me somewhere. Give me them hearts. Give me them rupees. A boss? Can I block his fireballs with a magical shield? Yes. Alright. I'm down to my last bomb. Matt S. Welcome. So I'll save it for now. Could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Let's get to the center of the room. I don't know if I want the clock. Because then the wall masters won't appear, right? Well? So either you do want to do that, and it makes it so that you don't have to kill the rest of the wall masters, or I killed them all there. I'd bet you'd like to have more bombs. Dude's right. Hey, everyone put a bomb in the chat. Okay, no more wall masters. I was dash dancing on him. Did you see that? I baited him so hard there. Damage boosted through him. Look at that. Jill of Trades, thank you. Xerxes. I beat the first quest at 8 or 9, but never beat the second quest until I was almost 18. There was one dungeon I just couldn't find. Pre-internet. It was probably this one. This one is, like, really difficult to find. Is there a clue that gets you here? I actually don't remember. Yes! We did it. Alright, everybody, we got 12 reps to go. Yeah, so Xerxes, it's probably this one. Because you need to bomb into the cliffside in, like, a very random spot. And even if you have a hint about doing that, like, it's gonna take you a long time to check every spot. There is, in level 6, south of Arrow Mark hides a secret. South of Arrow Mark. So that would be... It's talking about the arrow. Up here. It totally was that one. Mage, what's going on? Sorry, I was way behind. Straw Hat Brian? Don't even worry about it. So yeah, I guess it would be south of this arrow mark. Ignore my last post. Okay, I will. But thanks for being here. Ghost for real, what's going on? You're catching me toward the end of the stream, because I gotta go do stuff today. I do have to do these 12 reps before we sign off, though, so... Let's do them. Let's do them, everybody. Why don't we, before we sign off, go get ourselves some more medicine? I assume there's going to be a money or your life guy in the final dungeon, aka the Fungeon. Simon D says, Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah, I remember. So bogged down with its own idiocies, absurdities, and limitations that it trips over its own self. Simon D, you're saying that as if they ever had good intentions in the first place. I don't think they were bogged down and got in their own way. I think literally they existed so that they could shut down the agencies that were investigating Elon Musk for, like, fraud and stuff. And then they just stole a bunch of money and left. So it's not that they were incompetent, it's that they just wanted to... I mean, they did exactly what they set out to do. Behind the guise of government efficiency, right? And they kept saying over and over, oh, we found all this fraud, we found all this fraud, but it turns out they not only cost our government, like, I don't know, $1 billion, they didn't actually charge anyone or any organization with fraud, you know? It was about stealing our data, too, Bill Mozart says. Yes, correct. All right, everybody, let's do these 12 reps for lunch. I don't know how to point my camera so that you, to show you what I'm doing here. But we're doing rows. I've got 20-pound weights. I'm down here like this, back straight. Can you see my arms? I'm hunched over. Let's do them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 2. 1, 2, because it looks like Sears just made a last-second donation. Sears with a cool $2, saying, stealing my money and leaving sounds like a KJ stream. Hey, Sears, appreciate you. Everyone put a chair in the chat. Thank you so much. So we're actually going to add 14 here. All right, we did 35 reps. That's a good place to stop for now. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play a little bit of The Legend of Zelda second quest. Next time, we're going to do the Fungeon, aka the final dungeon. I might do that later tonight. But until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. Bye, y'all. Have a good day, says Genevieve B. I'm doing it. Let's create a suspend point. Double save, so that I definitely don't lose my data. All right, take it easy, Ghost, for real. Get a job too, Sears. All right, I will do it.